we'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. What's going on, everyone? We are at the Scales Expo in West Palm Beach, and we walked in the door. I got Kagan with me, my mom, my buddy Brandon. Walked right in the door, and we got Jurassic Park set up over here. The dinosaurs on both sides. We're gonna walk around and check out this expo. All right, so we got to this booth, DGB Exotics. Where are you guys out of?
We're in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, so not far from us. Now, on our property, you guys know the snakes that we always see at the house are rat snakes or corn snakes. We have the red rats and the yellow rats, and then the black racers or black rat snakes. But this booth has all the different morphs of the rat snakes or the corn snakes.
I just realized
so cool.
Do you?
Yeah.
To see all these different morphs.
And what was your name?
My name is Daniel.
Daniel.
And this
is Kat.
Yes, this is Kat because she has cataracts. She is a Lee Abbott extreme reverse Okatee. She was a retired breeder from him, and we decided to get her to add to our genetic diversity and get some really high quality animals. And we decided to breed her to another Lee Abbott animal just for the first season we had her, a Amel Tessera Sunkissed. So all the babies we produced from her are het for Sunkissed, which really changes up the pattern and makes them look really cool.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
I would call her Pizza Snake.
So her name is Kat.
She looks like pepperoni. Like
that's adorable. I love it. I love it. We might save that for one of her babies.
Pepperoni.
Yeah. So her name is Kat because of the cataracts, but we couldn't figure out what to name her boyfriend. So Kat, I'm a 90s millennial. Let's go with dog. So these are cat dog babies.
Cat dog babies. Perfect.
So it's a lot of fun. We love our animals. We use Husbandry Pro to keep track of all their information. And whoop, hello. So yeah, she's totally blind. She can't see a thing, which actually makes her a really nice ambassador animal.
Yeah.
Because she is so, you're saying like hands moving and stuff like that.
Doesn't freak her out.
It's not. So we breed the albino water monitors, and
Yes.
they're limited vision, and it makes a really good starter water monitor because they don't have all that fear or anxiety building up as you're walking up to the cage.
Right.
They really, when you pick them up, that's when they know you're there, and it's a couple tongue flicks,
Exactly.
and you don't smell like food. There's no bite. There's no anxiety building. It's
That's
a
kinda how
great
she
monitor.
is, yeah. She can be real reactive with food, but as long as she knows it's not food, she calms right down.
Do you feel like she relies on her smell more so than some of the other snakes?
Absolutely.
So if you handled something and maybe didn't wash your hands well enough, you think she's dialing into that smell? Or
I think she's been handled enough to know the difference,
yeah.
but there's a higher possibility of her biting. She seems to rely a lot more on touch.
Okay.
She seems to know the difference between my hand and a fuzzy mouse. So when I touch her, she might start to react because it's a warm, live touch, but then she realizes it's not food and stops, usually before actually reaching my hand. She's never bit me. Sometimes if she's particularly jumpy, I'll use the hook just to be safe, and once she's out, she knows. So even though they're not known to be particularly intelligent, their learning capability is there for a simple red rat snake.
Oh, absolutely.
They have a lot of personality. Every one of our corn snakes has an individual personality that we can identify. Some start out spicier than others. Some are so mellow right from the get-go. We just really love this species. I mean, they seem like simple starter animals, but there's always more than meets the eye with them.
They're really gorgeous, and the variation of their color and patterns is
So maybe if you're at a reptile show, pay a little bit more attention to the rat snakes and the corn snakes. They deserve our attention. They are really cool and interesting and smart. And again, DGB Exotics, check them out.
You'll see like all the other ones. I'm gonna give you a follow today.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, bud. Hey, appreciate it, man.
Look at you.
Excuse us. My lizard, please. I'm gonna walk away without him.
You are incredible.
And the cool thing is, as adults, they have the diet of like a blue tongue skink.
Yeah.
So they're gonna eat mostly like veggies, fruits, flowers. They go crazy for like hibiscus flowers.
Yeah.
But as babies, they're eating mostly insects.
So handsome.
Yeah, that is a cool looking lizard. And it was some kind of Lacerda?
Yeah, it's but from the Canary Islands.
From the Canary Islands.
And it's cool because each island has like their own unique types of these guys here. But this is the largest.
I've only heard of the jeweled Lacerda, and I don't think they get nearly as big as this guy.
So I have jewel lacerdas here.
Oh, wow. Those are big.
So they're in the same family, just separated.
Yeah.
Once the island separated from Africa, they completely just adapted way different than regular lacerda.
Yeah. And this one is a male?
Yeah. And the regular jewel lacerda will never touch veggies or fruit. Maybe a little bit, but not like these guys. Here's one.
You're handsome, huh? Wow, you're handsome. You're gonna get caught up in my hair.
And another cool thing about them is they're kind of vocal. They squeak.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Look at your little arms.
We had to stop.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing his toes. Do you know why is he missing his nails?
So whoever had him before me, maybe during breeding, but he came to me like that.
Yeah.
I've only had him for less than a year.
Okay.
So basically what I've been doing is I've been finding anyone who has them, and I've just been buying them up.
That's the important thing with stuff like, I've never seen this before ever.
Because anybody who did have them only had like 1 or 2, and they weren't even breeding them. So I have a 3.3, and they're all from different people too.
He is phenomenal.
But the personality and the way it eats,
Eddie's Soto
it
Exotics.
screams like a good pet.
Yeah.
Check them out if you love these.
It's just so Tegu-like.
We were looking for Kagan. We found her.
Hi. I got distracted.
We're in front of Underground Reptiles, and there's Russian tortoises right here.
Oh, hey.
So this is what Kagan has that's cohabiting so well with Trace. Is it okay if we pick one up? One of the Russians?
Yeah.
So that is actually a redfoot. That looks like a hypo.
Yellowfoot,
Yellowfoot,
and a Russian.
and then the Russians. So these here are the Russians.
Ah. See, I thought that was just an exceptional one.
That looks like a little female.
And how large do they get?
I've seen some now get like, I've heard of them getting up to 12 inches. This one's a male. So you see how long his tail is, goes all the way over to the side and touches his leg. The females have little short stubby tails.
Ooh.
Super tiny.
So what does that mean if I don't have a tail at all?
Oh man. They are cute though.
We'll finish walking their booth and see what else they have. Really nice pair of blue trees. Still at Underground.
Did you have any questions, man? No. Okay. All right. You got it, man. Super cool, right? A bunch of dinosaurs.
Yeah, a lot of the monitors are already sold, but look at this baby peach fruit.
They're so easy to sex.
So pretty. Even a nice Galapagos at Valhalla Exotics.
Uncle Sam feet, Tax. Uncle Sam wants his. Yup, he's greedy. But it's on, he only wants $3.
So cool. And some baby caiman on the other side. All right, so I think it was this show last year I stopped into Sherry Spencer Studios and got a puzzle from her. How you doing again?
I'm doing great.
I think we got the Aldabra last time. Or is that a spur thigh?
That's a
Gopher.
Yeah.
You would think I didn't run a reptile YouTube channel. So we're gonna get the iguana.
Oh, that's great.
So much cool art. That one's for Kagan. She's sore because she caught a nice pompano and I was showing her how to hold it and I actually dropped her pompano in the water and let it go. She has no idea how good they are to eat yet.
Well, you keep telling me.
Yeah, I keep telling you. So much amazing art. If you guys ever see her at a show, make sure to stop by and say hello. Super nice person. I always love seeing you.
Thanks.
We're gonna get this puzzle
Okay.
and we'll get back to it. The guys at Wild Cargo have really stepped up their display. I know we're here to see reptiles, but I like how they built all these boxes. That's super cool. All the boas that we were talking to Aaron about last time. Pretty soon Kagan is going to need to find the males for her females. She might be looking already.
Can be yours. You can take him home.
So we're talking with Aaron of Wild Cargo, and of course,
I just got
Kagan found a
hold
boa
something.
that she's. So what is grabbing you about this boa?
So like the silvery blue gray sides are really, really gorgeous. The dark coloration on the tail, really beautiful. And then these like little rosettes on the side, on the pattern.
Okay.
I think that's really neat. A lot of my retics had really cool rosettes on the side like that, so that's just kind of something that drew me in from them.
Look at his face.
It's hard to believe something this small can get that big, huh?
Right? And then some. All right, we're in the parking lot leaving right now, and Kagan has a box with an animal in it and some t-shirts. What did you get?
All right, let's show off a couple of them.
I'm saying like I'm surprised. I know that Joe and Sherry at Joe Rassick gave us these really cool shirts. We have to thank them. We'll wear them in an upcoming video.
It's a really nice shirt too.
Yeah, I really do like their shirts. And
check out the Scales Expo tee. I mean,
really did a good job with that. It's a sharp looking shirt.
Such a cool design, right?
Brian that puts on this expo does a really good job. It's a lot bigger this year than it was last year, and I'm sure it'll be even bigger yet next year. So you guys definitely need to come and check out this expo. But let's see what we have in this box.
It's a Russian tortoise.
Now, you already have one of these.
I do already have one of these.
So what was the other one? A female?
Yeah, and this one's a female. So now I have 2 females.
That's bad math, isn't it?
Well, that just means I need to find a male.
Oh.
But the reason that she stood out to me was because most Russian tortoises have like these really big black blotches on their back. That's kind of the common pattern for them. But this girl is really, really low pattern, and she's a little dirty right now, so she'll even lighten up more as she cleans up and sheds out and grows. But she was just too beautiful.
She is. So we're gonna end the video on this, or we're gonna end the video introducing her to the enclosure?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
That sounds good. Okay, it's the day after the expo, and Kagan and I are here in the driveway, already wearing your Jurassic Park shirt.
That's right.
And so we have this new Russian tortoise.
Yep.
You have it soaking right now.
Yep, I wanted to make sure she got a good hydration after, you know, being transported to the show. All that good stuff.
Did she just blow bubbles?
Face was in the water.
Oh no, it was the other end. So what you're gonna do is you wanna isolate her.
Yep, exactly. I wouldn't want to throw her right in with my other Russian. Quarantining is always a good process with any animal.
So here is your other Russian.
Yep, sweetie.
That is in the same enclosure as Trace. And Trace, you asking me not to film you? And it is doing super good in here.
She's heavy, isn't she?
Yeah, she is very heavy in comparison. But she's eating really well and considerably larger. There's banana, zucchini, egg,
Apple.
apple, all sorts of good stuff. And you have some, what is the food that's in there?
That's the iguana Missouri pellet, but she has the tortoise Missouri pellet.
Okay.
So the bowl is where Trace eats, although Trace often goes over to her plate, Sweetie's plate, and just eats off of it too.
Of course.
But I have over here more of the tortoise Missouri pellet.
Wow, so it expands all the way to that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And a shallower bowl.
Yep.
Now, this is one of the enclosures that the white throats that just left with the Anderson family were previously in, and we are gonna set it up as a quarantine enclosure for how long?
About 2 months.
About 2 months. All right, so this new tortoise is gonna winter in this enclosure. That means being rolled in and out of the garage. This doesn't have heat mats or heat lamps or anything, so this will go into the garage on cooler days and rolled out for sun every sunny day we have. Even on a cool day with the sun, I watch all the animals, especially the ones outside. They'll leave their heated hide box and go sun, because there's apparently nothing better than the sun to get that temperature up. And so we're gonna set the tortoise up in here. The other one has already been removed off the driveway, and we're coincidentally filming another video today about some driveway enclosures, so that should be really cool.
If you guys have any name suggestions for this little lady, drop them down below. I think Butterball might be cute.
Yeah, she is one.
Yeah.
She's cute.
But if anybody can think of a better one, let me know.
So I'm not gonna remember the name of that lizard, but like after the show, Giovanni Lonnie messaged me and he's like, "Did you guys get anything at the show?" And I said, "Kagan got this tortoise. What was your favorite part?" And it had to be, by far, that one lizard.
That Lacerda.
Lacerda. And it was a
giant
Cayman
Lacerda.
Cayman Island. Listen.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. It should be in the video.
Yep.
And it was amazing. And I don't know, you know, size isn't always transferred on the GoPro well, but it was a nice, chunky, small lizard. So if you like lizards that are on the larger size, but can only keep a smaller lizard, I don't know what their husbandry is like, if it's a difficult animal to keep, but it's worth looking into. We had that guy's information there, so you could contact him. I believe that one was for sale. He was trying to sell it to a gentleman right before he walked up, but he had a couple breeding pairs and he hopes to captive breed them. He's already breeding the jeweled Lacerta, right?
And I think the melanistic as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a pair of those is in our future. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna take care of everything we got first. We're not looking to expand immensely until we get everything under control. That was an awesome reptile show. It was really much better than last year. Last year was great, but there was definitely more vendors, a better variety of animals, and I think Ryan's doing a really good job with it. So if you guys get a chance, check out the expo next year, and until next time.